the second, it contains homework. It's homework. It's homework. It's homework.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn?
Konnichiwa, watashi no gakusei. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are washing your hands. I hope you are staying home, staying safe. And we will begin this lecture with the beautiful quote from a wise man: with great powers come great responsibilities. Yes, you are right. This is not the one. Tell me how you dress, I will tell you who you are. Today's lecture is all about fashion and design. Roll the credit. You already rolled the credit. Okay. Go to the next scene then. Despite the fact that America, or the United States of America, is one of the leading countries when it comes to fashion and design, historically speaking, America lacks or doesn't have a traditional dress, a part of the Native Americans, of course. But that doesn't change the fact that America have small historical or small history when it comes to fashion. Let's go back to the colonists. The colonists, the pioneers in everything what the USA holds dear now. Now, we said in the previous lectures that the colonists were Europeans that came from Europe with European traditions, i.e. European clothing, to America, and they have expanded. During this period of expansion, they have came in contact with the Native Americans, where they had incorporated some of their materials, like the animal skin, in their clothing. Now that we have history out of the way, let's talk about the evolution of dress code in the United States of America. Dear student, you need to understand that the American people are very casual when it comes to the dressing code. Nowadays, even companies are allowing their employees to be casual. However, this casualty went through different period of time. This period can be measured with centuries and decades. Let's begin with the colonial or the 17th century. Like we have said previously, the colonists or the European that came from Europe continued their traditions in the American soil, which means they didn't have a distinctive dress code than they had previously in their homeland. The 18th and the 19th centuries is where you can see some distinction in fashion, especially with the women's. This distinction translated into fashionable choices like the animal cap, animal clothing for novelty, and the greatest invention of all time, the blue jeans in 1873. Side note, the blue jeans are a type of pants or trousers that were mainly made from denim cloth. They were invented by Jacob.
Hey. جيت باش نقول لكم اللي تقدروا تتفرجوا لا فيديو تاعي في هذيك لا بوطون تما تلاقوا كاع لي فيديو تاعي انا ماشي تاعه. الور ما تنسوش تابونو. شتاني
Wait. I said they were invented by Jacob Davis and Levis in 1873. Now let's go back to the 20th century. Marked the new style of dressing for the American people. Men continued to dress with suits and jeans, but those suits and jeans were more urban and more industrialized to suit the time. Women began to experience new ideals, new way of dressing, mainly pants. Look, we will take this 20th centuries and we will dissect it into decades, and we will begin with the 1920s. The 20s marked the day where jeans were worn by men and women alike, because the women at that time were freer than their mothers. In the 30s and the 40s, USA were facing difficult times. You have war and also the outcome of the Great Depression, and their clothes were representing everything. We go to the 50s, The 50s is where innovation and invention continued. And we have some new dresses for women, the sack dress, and for men, baggy pants. We move directly to the 80s because in the 70s and the 60s, pretty much the continuation of the 50s. In the 1980s, the conservative ideas came back and became a trend. With it, the clothes of the conservative ideals came back. And the 90s, it's like this, roll the montage. Thank you for the montage, editor. It was superb. Look, I will tell you why we are talking about clothes. In general, fashion is very important because it reflects every culture in the world. It was a way to create social groups and to be differentiated according to your stature. Our first clothes were made to protect us and protect our bodies from cold and harm. Nowadays, it turned into this multi-million, multi-billion dollar industries that can help any economical system in the world. That's it. It is the end of this lecture. Now, the L1, my students, I am very upset with you and I'm very angry at you. Now, roughly 30% of the promotion did the homework. I will give you another one for this lecture. You will write a summary about this lecture, of course. And if I find any copy and paste, copy-coller, you will get a 0 because this summary will be noted and this note will be included in your final mark of the TD. Now, I will allow Lafov to come and join me to tell you something, a special announcement. We have noticed that we are in the age of this month and we are ahead to the holy. So, from us, when I say us, it means Lafov, me, the editor, our manager, hi. Happy Ramadan to you, happy Ramadan to everyone. You have something to say, Lafov?
Thank you. Well, سحرنا لكم هذا الشهر مبارك يدخل علينا بالصحة وإن شاء الله نكونوا بخير.
That's enough. Now, as always, thanks for watching.